Hello everyone and welcome to Left2Learn, August 16th, 2014. Tonight's map is going to be Death Toll here, and I'm going to be having a co-caster, a new co-caster here, by the name of Camo.
Yeah, good to be here, X-Five. Thank you for that intro.
Yeah, so I say, or not say, but I've seen you around in some pugs.
Yeah, I've been in the pro mod scene for probably 6 months or so, 6 to 7 months, but I plug quite often.
Oh, so 6 months. Alright, so then you have some pretty decent pro mod experience then, correct?
Yep.
Alright then. Alright, well, it's always good to have here.
Yeah, looking forward to a good match today.
So, I'm going to go run down the teams here. So, for the Survivor side, we're going to be having, I'm going to just read the names here from, from the scoreboard here. Someone's missing from the infected side, but we're going to be having Cherry, Zero Ox, or Zero Ox Shadows. Sorry about that. Dark Kid, Feather Raw, and they will be mentored by Mr. Doodlebugs. While the infected side here will be mentored by Daddy Ping, and will be consisting of Travis, some guy with a lot of G's, and Black Dahil? Is that Dahilia?
Dahlia, I believe.
Dahlia. Alright, thank you about that. And I think Griffin. Or is that... Oh no, that's probably Gigi. So I guess Little Fatty Boom Boom also will be in there. Alright. So, Camo, what do you think of this map, Death Toll?
Well, this first map, as you know, or anyone who's ever played it before, there's a big choke right off the bat with those ladders. And it can really... It sets the tone, I think, for the whole map. If the survivors can take it well, then they'll probably do well the rest of the map as long as they can take that tank. But they'll might have to end up taking that choke more than once, actually, if they get pushed back down by the tank, depending on the tank spawns.
Yes, ProMod version a while back removed the tank ban. That was the early tank ban here, and I think it made some of these cars not hittable here, so you have to be very careful when committing with the tank. I'm not sure which car it is. I want to say maybe this green car that is near the safe room here. Well, the first two green cars, I would say, were probably not hittable. But, yeah, as you said, the first hit here is just, it's really strong. I mean, it sets the pace of the rest of the map, as you said. Just really how you take this attack here will determine how well you do the rest of the map and during the tank. With this 32% tank, I would imagine that they're either, if they're not confident that they can push forward here, because there actually is a nice spot to take this tank. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom on forward here. So, if you're all the way over here, do you see this car pile up by this van and broken down pipe?
Right.
Yeah, this is actually a really decent spot to take the tank, but I've really only ever had success in doing it in public versus.
Are none of those cars hittable in this version?
No, the van and the two-car pileup are not hittable. Everything around them is hittable though, but it's really difficult to maneuver those cars around all that. It's very easy to get boomed there, but as you can see, you can kind of run circles around the car pileup. And looks like we're going to be going live here.
Yeah, I guess if you make your way into that tunnel, you should be alright. But that's a pretty big choke if you have decent support. But we do have the first...
And here comes the sax!
Going in. Boomer does get a nice 2-boom, and looks like Hunter's just making noise, being a distraction on the side.
Hunter's just pouncing around, and as you said, he's just distracting. He's not really doing anything. He's just having a little bit of fun, but he might get shipped here. As you can see, the Hunter is now down to 202 health, making it easier to get skeeted here, and the survivors are not moving forward here. They're going to be taking care of this Hunter. I think they're contemplating, yeah, they're moving forward here. Hunter's still pouncing around. Looks like we've gotten a very early witch here.
And there is a smoker spawned up on that witch. Probably gonna try and pull a survivor and a jockey as well. They're really set up on this witch. Wow, that's a pretty early spawn for 32%. I didn't think it was gonna be that early.
Well, the thing to note with ProMod spawns is the tank spawn could either be when the survivors reach that point, or that'll be where the tank will spawn. So, like, instead of them reaching 32%, the tank will spawn at 32%.
Right.
Anyways, let's quickly go over to a infected war room here and see how Monochrome handles his tank.
Alright, let's take it.
One that you...
Quiet. So
Good rock.
should I just like go ahead and boom him or something?
Basically, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and send it in the attack real quick. He's got his rage back. Go ahead and see if you can boom first and spit last. Get rid of that spitter. I forgot all about that shit. Sorry, bud.
Okay, what do you want Smoker to do?
Burn yourself.
Good rock. So just keep.
Go in. Actually, no.
Yeah, that was a bad spawn.
Like Smoker, you can start creeping up in the woods on the right side, because the witch isn't really the main focus right now, it's a tank play.
Yeah, I
get up
chose a
in those
bad
trees.
spot.
Get up in those trees. Basically, what you want to do is as soon as he brings in a car of some kind.
Where's the car?
I don't know. That's what I was about to ask.
So,
Yeah,
you want me to just creep in?
You could cross the streak over to your right, it allows you better view of them, because there's a lot of trees there and you can hide up on the hill.
Oh crap, what do I do with Jockey?
Get a hit, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
So what do I do with the Jockey?
You basically just go into the tank and you're basically a distraction for the tank, think of it that way. Like, you can die as many times as you want, as long as the tank lands a rock, it refills his rage and he can just, do whatever.
Right now he's on 97 health and first pass and 60% rate, which means that if he gets down to 0, he'll have one more pass, and then it goes AI, which means he's okay for right now, but he does need to get a rock, so... Got it. Nice. So this is the tank's doing really a lot of work. You just guys have to make sure you hit together whatever you do. Try to get like 3, 2, 1 spawn all together, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
A neat trick actually, tank, if you turn to your right, you can get up past that wooden frame to your right. Like where you see all those trees that don't look real, you can go behind that.
They're pushing.
They might push forward a little bit. If they push forward, stand next to the witch.
Get a boom or something, get closer.
Take it, take it, take it, take it. Nice. She's aggroed. Go in tank, go in tank.
Nice. Gonna go?
Oh, did I do something wrong?
Guy behind you, boom.
Pick it up, pick it up. Great rock. You're getting free pistols on you if you want to get out of that area a little
So
bit.
should I just try to charge somebody now?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and back them up. Body block and punch.
Charger, you might want to take that.
Oh crap, I thought he was up.
This is good. Good round.
This is a really good tank, dude.
Great tank.
Alrighty, and we are back here. So we just saw a tank in the hands of Monochrome here, and they managed to wipe the survivors on this first tank here. A first early hit.
Yeah, that was pretty surprising, actually. The survivors looked like they were taking it pretty well until Francis decided to jump up on that ledge of the bridge, and the scratch from the smoker, the witch aggroed him. I'm not sure what he was trying to do, but everything, they were taking it pretty well up until that point.
All right, then, let's do it.
I mean, they were also, I think they ate a total of 2 rocks, so that's obviously not a good thing. You don't want to be eating rocks like that. Just 1 rock will set the pace of the rest of the tank fight. In fact, most people, when they get hit by a single tank rock, will actually start pushing forward. They wait until 2 rocks and I believe 3 infected hits.
Right. Yeah, it's usually pretty easy to skeet rocks here. Although it is hard to chip the tank since he's over there and all that brush.
Alrighty, and this first hit here consisting of a 2-2 with Smoker and Hunter. Let's see if this team also tries to sack their SI here. Although knowing how early that tank spawns, they might just save the entire hit here for when the tank spawns. Ideally, maybe they'll get rid of the spitter here, but we'll see how this goes here. 2 of the survivors currently ghosting here, and chipping the common infected from afar here, so they're taking a very safe approach, and they also know that they don't need to rush it. They just need to take this tank out, and they can get a lot of points on this map here.
Yeah, the survivors know they need to take the time, and they know that the boomer's going to try and get a good boom for that tank. She'll probably get a lucky car, something like that.
Reloading.
Survivors are now pushing out here. They're still taking it very, very slow, clearing as many of the common infected as possible here. They don't want to accidentally trigger the tank. They know they're going to be avoiding this side with the witch here as they move forward here. They don't want to accidentally set her off. And Boomer is up. Boomer tries to go for a long boom onto Francis, but it just does not happen. A great pop there.
Yeah, good awareness by the survivors, moving away from the spawn and being able to pop it. And the hunter goes out and spit onto the hunter, and that's going to be a little bit of damage going out.
And with the first hit cleared, the survivors took a bit of damage there. We can see they all have about an even amount of health. They are now all 4 punches instead of 5, and then be going down the right side here to try and trigger the tank. They don't want to go down the left side because that is a witch, and they don't want to risk having a person getting down and bleeding right before this tank.
Right, and there is a few spawns up now, so they will not be able to get that witch.
Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Jockey, Smoker, Hunter, and Boomer here. Hunter just got a no steam log on right next to the witch while spawned, and tank will now be up. I hope Featherall was not the tank there, otherwise she might have to wait another map here.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate. I don't know if would that constitute a restart for Left2Learn, or just keep playing.
I think just in general, I mean, even if this was like a tournament here, a tournament match here, I don't think it would constitute a restart unless both teams really agreed to it. And if stuff happens like that, it happens. I think maybe it would be a restart in a tournament match if like an entire team got a no Steam log on or something. Just, yeah, usually they just play through it.
Right.
Alrighty, so we're seeing Featherall joining here, and looks like Featherall is good to go here, so we're just going to be waiting on the survivors and the infected to ready up. So, tank is going to be up here. We don't see which person actually has the tank here. I wish spectators could actually see who tank is going to be. They used to be able to do that, but a couple patches ago they kind of changed that.
The infected have another boomer here. Looks like he's going to be trying to spawn from the same spot. Hopefully with some better luck this time.
And we're still waiting on the survivors to ready up here. So I guess one of the survivors decided to take a little break here because the infected are good to go here. They're waiting for Featherall to join. So with this setup of an attack here that they have, because they did lose the hunter, they have a boomer, smoker, and jockey. Now the boomer can wait in the back here and try to get a vomit. And alright, here we're going to be going live. But yeah, the boomer can try and get a vomit. Smoker's probably going to try and pull down. But looks like the smoker has become the tank here. So tank is in the hands of Dark Kid here. And boomer does great popped here. Really great pop. So I'm monochrome here. And cars in play. So let's head over to an infected war room, shall we, Camo?
We shall. Go ahead and send it over.
Whoa!
Oh, my game
Nice.
was
Oh,
like
that was so close to hitting Bill.
Well, now you got a problem.
That's an ass smoker. I'm just gonna wait. They're pushing me. Fuck me.
Just get out of there, dude.
Reloading.
Oh, you crashed again?
yeah, my game was kind of like glitched, like I couldn't move.
Reloading.
You got two options here. One to grab the hittable from the other side of the
Yeah,
bridge.
I think I'll just go for the hittable play. Still have enough rage to do that. Barely.
Barely.
Where is it exactly? It's over here. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, you need to get a hit.
I do mean barely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not really.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
gone.
I guess I'm just moving
Like-
now.
Alright,
now,
they're back
yeah.
to safe room right now, so you might actually be able to recover it.
Oh, that's
No,
good.
they're not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are they?
Okay, get the
Yeah,
fuck
go.
over there. You know?
Reloading.
Gonna get a hit? Or am I just gonna commit? I guess I'll just commit.
Oh, wait, smoke.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Just
Okay,
wait.
here we go.
Get loose, get loose.
Oh my god.
Get loose. Tank.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, what?
Behind you. Tank. We got him.
I can't believe I fucking hit that 25.
One more her. There we go. One more in Bill.
There you go, there you go.
Take it out, Bill, right now.
Let's
Fuck,
get
don't
him
worry
up.
about it. Fuck, funny how,
Funnel him down, I'll charge him. Funnel him down, funnel him down.
And it's tank.
These guys keep getting hit by the tank hole.
Please, Hunter, please.
Yes, very.
We got it. Good job,
There
guys.
we go.
Good job.
I think
Good
we
thing
have like 1 point ahead of them. 11.
That car went too far.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw the tank actually last pretty damn long there. I mean, he was in the center of all the survivors, but he managed to stay in there with 3k health for a long period of time. I want to say the survivors just were not shooting him enough.
Yeah, I agree with that. The tank put himself in a bad position right away, getting those cars in a bad position, and he was forced to commit. Those survivors just weren't able to focus him down.
Yeah, I mean, since they changed that early part of Pro Mod there, or for Death Toll, I actually thought one of the cars was still hittable. It was just the first 2 cars, but I guess none of the cars there are hittable, only the cars on the opposite side of the bridge. So, I mean, just knowing that, I don't know if the mentor knew that and they didn't tell them, but, or did know that and didn't tell them, but just, you could have literally stayed by the cars and just chipped the tank as he comes in there, which is what they should have done, easily get 4k chip on that tank. And then with the SI coming in, they got a bit disorganized, but afterwards, that tank would have had 2k health. They could have easily finished him off.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure what the survivors were, what the communication was there, but I think there was a misunderstanding because that tank should have been killed.
Alrighty, so we're going to be into map 2 of Death Toll here. Tank at 85%, Witch at 22%. If my percentages are correct here, we're probably going to be seeing an unavoidable Witch that's going to be played near, I don't know, the sewage entrance here? Either way, I'm gonna imagine that the SI are gonna have an attack up for this Witch.
Yeah, more than likely. And we have first hit here, Boomer dropping out from above, getting a 2 burn. Smoke and coming in full pull, and the Charger charges the Smoke guy, getting a pound down. That's some pretty decent damage. And here comes a Hunter on the Zoe. Pretty decent damage going out on the Francis there.
I mean, the thing about Infected is you gotta watch who your teammates are going for. I don't think the Charger should have stolen that smokered person there. They could have done a lot more damage if they had separated the attack. I mean, Zoe was completely separated from her teammates.
Right, the Charger failed to see that and capitalize on it. That could have been a lot worse for the survivors. And we have the Witch coming up, and a couple of spawns up as well. So we'll see a hit on the Switch more than likely.
The survivors are going to have to be very careful here. The Infected have a great setup for this. And here comes the 2-2 coming in. And Bill misses the crown here. Here comes the attack. Spit, boom, onto Bill here. Charger is spawned up. Smoker is nowhere near able to spawn up. Charger looks like he's going to be taking it slow here. He's going to wait for the pickup here. But he should probably go while the Horde's coming in. And here comes a pull onto Zoe here. Here comes the Charger. Gets a double charge. Francis goes in the water there. Zoe gets 1 pound. Almost a 2nd pound there. But Lewis does get the clear. And they need to pick up Bill here before he drowns. For those of you who don't know, if you're in too deep of water, you actually lose health quicker, and you'll continue to lose health while being picked up because you are considered drowning.
That's very interesting. I did not know that.
Yes,
But this is a lot of...
Hey, I'm mechanic.
Yeah, I didn't know. But this is a lot of free tank damage, and it's definitely going to make it tough for the survivors to complete this map.
So we're going to be going into an infected war room for this tank here at 85%. This is going to be a very late tank here. Survivors need to take care of whatever health and pills that they still have here because they're going to need a lot of that for this commit here on the tank. And the next attack here consisting of a 2-2 here with Smoker and Hunter. 3 of the SI are setting up behind. It looks like the Smokers are going to be sitting up front here. Survivors trying to do the jump button start here, but looks like they're going to be committing to going forward here. Lewis thinking about going back, but not seeing his teammates running forward here.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a little more miscommunication. They seem to be having some trouble with that. We do have a Smoker going on Zoe, but she gets cleared, and they will be going up the ladder. The spit on the ladder, and that's a lot of spit damage onto Francis and Zoe as they get stuck in it from Common.
Did I just see Francis, like, Common hop his way over the spit?
I think so. Was it? I guess he didn't take spit damage from that. That's pretty lucky.
Or it took
for him.
minimal spit damage. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It just looked like he took a lot less than I thought he would. Alright, well, other than that, I mean, the survivors actually did a great job going through that. I was expecting at least 2 people down, so great job on the survivors there. Next attack going to be consisting of a Charger, so there's going to be 3-1 with Charger, and Travis here is going to be the support here in 3 seconds here. Hopefully for them it's a Spitter, so they're getting a lot of damage, but looks like they got a Boomer, so they're going to have to go for a separation attack here, trying to cap as many people as possible rather than trying to make sure each Charger lands here.
Careful now. There's a hunter around here. Yes.
And here comes the attack. Hunter going and getting dead stop. Jockey getting dead stop from the kill dogs, but the Charger does land with a double charge. Oh, and the Jockey does land on Zoe, getting a little bit of separation, and that's another good hit by the Infected.
And as you can see, the Infected are really working well on that health bonus. They went after Zero Ox Shadows there, which had a lot of green health, but his health just went down, and she's now slow, and they only have 1 set of pills here, and they're going to find 1 more set of pills up ahead, and then they're going to have to deal with the tank with only 2 sets of pills, 2 bleeders, and 1 slow.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough for these survivors to finish with not many pills to commit, and pretty much 3 bleeders now. Once Zoe takes some pills.
Alrighty, and the next attack is coming up here. Spitter is going to be leading in here. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Maybe it was a sack, but the Spitter does get Bill down. Pounce onto Zoe there, and a pull up forward here. This could be a down onto Zoe.
So now there will be 3 bleeding, and with Lewis at roughly half health.
That Jockey is thinking about it. He's going in here, but he's rethinking it now. He's going to be going back, and he should despawn. That is a full health Jockey, and his SI will be up here. Normally, you do not want to go in alone with your SI unless you see an incredible opportunity, and I would say that wasn't an incredible opportunity there, so it's probably a good idea that he did not get chipped, and he will be attacking with his team here that has a Boomer down below, so there's a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. They could get a pull down here. I think they're going to be waiting for the tank here, but the tank is a little bit farther up ahead here.
Yeah, it looked like the Boomer was going to go there, but maybe he just missed his spawn, or maybe they just wanted to save for the run back for the tank. But we'll see what the Infected choose to do here.
So you can see the survivors are at 68% here now. It's 69. Easily going to get to 70 here. They might have to step out the window to start up this tank, so they're going to have a long run back here. And the thing is, if they run this back, they will not survive this tank just with the amount of bleeding they have. And tank looks like he's up in the hands of Travis here. So the survivors are, looks like they're making the decision to run back here with the amount of bleed that they have. The tank just has to sit back and let them bleed. And honestly, when he commits, he'll probably be able to one-punch at least 3 of them.
Yeah, this is a very gutsy call by the survivors if they run back. They just don't have the pills to support the bleeders, and it's an interesting call.
Alrighty, so the SI still have a Charger, Smoker, and Boomer here, so let's quickly go over to the Infected War Room here and see if they can try and wipe the survivors here, or maybe the survivors can manage to kill this tank and run forward here and get a bit of bonus.
Alright.
Door to your right, just a little bit right. Go,
Drop down
go in.
off that.
Yeah.
Drop down. Go to. Yep. You got it.
Nope.
Go straight down. Yep.
Take a left. Take a left. Get the low one down.
All right, as I go.
SI go.
You guys can grab the swans. Go.
Get the separated one for her. Box her in.
Oh, fuck. Sorry about that.
Wait here, wait here, wait here. Just keep line of sight. Keep, look at one of the down survivors.
Look at the guys that's laying down.
Just look at him.
Go
look at him a little bit.
Like he stole your money. Go
You're
look
gonna
at
go
him.
by. Look at them. No, 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 no.
Oh.
There you go.
I need some help!
I'm pretty hurt.
Send an attack soon.
Nice charge.
Great support. That AI tank. Well, that worked.
I could use some improvement on that.
Yeah.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw an accidental AI tank with about 3k health there, but nonetheless, the infected were able to wipe the survivors here. The survivors just did not have the health to go back, and to be entirely honest, they probably should not have taken that tank inside that sewage area.
Yeah, that's a tough place to take it, even if you do have a lot of health. But the infected really making sure they got that wipe, letting it go AI, and going in with a full hit.
So let's say you had more health there. Where would you ideally take that tank?
Ideally, with no horde, if they just ran back a little more to the event room, I think that's one of the good places to take it. You can block spawns decent there, and you can get a lot of chip on the tank as he runs in as well.
Well, I mean, the thing with this area, yes, that is ideally where most people take the tank, but there's so many boomer spawns. Honestly, to put it simple, is expect to get boomed on this spot here, and it just comes down to how quickly you can kill this tank, because if you don't kill this tank quick enough, the horde's going to catch up to you while the tank is committing, and that's pretty much going to be a wipe there. Guaranteed kill for the tank. So, you just got to kill that tank as soon as possible, expect to get boomed, and you're kind of on a ticking time bomb there, and, you know, you don't have that much time there, you just got to kill that tank before the horde gets you.
Yeah, exactly. With any open area tank, boomer is always very dangerous. We are going live here. We have a 3-1 with a boomer.
So see, the infected team here can have a bit of a stronger attack than the previous team on this early hit here. It'll definitely help them. They need to get in as much damage as they can here to try and keep their lead here. Francis is going to be poking his head out. Here comes a rocket boom here. He gets shoved aside, but Francis and Zoe do not back up fast enough here, risking a proxy, meaning he does not get popped here, and he will get a double boom here, and it could be a sack for a spit.
Yeah, a little slow reaction time by the survivors there, but a spitter will definitely help out in this situation for the infected.
We can see in the top left here, the Hunter is getting a little antsy. He's pressing his spacebar button really, really quickly. Charger is pre-spawned here, got a little bit of chip, 40 damage here. Hunter been going in, he gets hit by the skylights here. Good pull, Charger misses. Here comes the Hunter, he manages to steal the Smoker's target. Not sure if it's intentional, but here is Spit. Here's Smoker trying to go for claws. Spitter trying his best to keep him in. And I want to say that's at least half of his health here on Francis.
I think that was a good call by the Hunter. He went for the guaranteed pounce and the spit, and they went for the guaranteed damage, which I think was a good call.
Now the thing to note here is since they did such a late attack here, left the Witch open, but Francis does miss the crown here. Shot a bit too early there. We can see that the Witch is at 71 health left when that Witch was shot. Great double charge. Here comes a Smoker. Here comes a Hunter. This could be the wipe here if the boom person can't clear.
It's a tri-cap, and he's dead, and that's going to be the wipe before the event and before the tank.
I mean, would that be considered a hitman? Well, either way, that was a great job by the infected. The survivors, I feel like they rushed that crown a bit too much here, and at the same time, I don't know. That crown was the failing on the crown definitely set that up. But the survivors should not have been all lined up like that for a double charge. They should have been on both sides of the pillar, etc., or the support beams.
Yeah. Once Francis failed that crown, I think they just went into panic mode, and it was just lined up for the infected to take it from there.
Alrighty, so we're going to go on into map 3 here of Death Toll here. Let's see if the teams can keep... I mean, the teams are actually still really, really close. It's a 200-point deficit. You can easily make that on distance alone, not to mention health bonus here. And this map here, I'm sure everyone's familiar with this map. This is a very, very big map to come back on. So just what they got to do is get as much damage as they can, wipe them on the tank, and then come back here. And there's an early tank here, 28%, so either team here can definitely set their dominance here.
And we do have the Charger spawning up, going in, getting killed off before he can land. Jockey does land momentarily, a little bit of spit damage. 100 lands back on the bill, but he's cleared almost instantly. And that's minimal damage going out.
great not great damage, but great shutdown by the survivors there. They managed to shut down everything they could, but taking minimal damage here. 10 points, and Tank is now up in the hands of Black Dahlia here. So let's go over to an infected war room here and see how they can, I don't know, how they deal with this tank here.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, go ahead and bring it in.
3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. Just don't worry about the car now. Go ahead and go in. Just get in a position where you can rock. Too much time on the car.
Alright. Where would you prefer?
Hits are down.
going?
I would go ahead and just try to get a little bit of sight.
Okay.
Get a little bit of sight. Just whatever you do, fight for sight.
He's on top.
Should I go up on a
Look
roof
at
or
them.
something?
No. Stay in the
Okay,
bush.
no.
To your left, in the tree. And they're standing on top. You can look at them. There you go.
A little higher, but yeah.
Okay.
It's very close.
Down. That might hit.
Ready, you guys?
Very good. Good hit.
3, 2, 1.
I'm really bad at
Bring in the
You
car.
guys start.
You can't tell.
Black, you
Go
guys
ahead and go
start
in.
looking at it.
Go ahead and go in, Tank.
Okay.
Go
Run
in,
straight to
Tank.
that tree.
Go right in. Go right in.
Alright, going.
Okay.
What
Don't
the
cap
fuck?
boom
Sorry.
guys. You're UNAI.
Smoker,
Don't
wait
cap
for
boom guys.
Smoker, don't go in. Wait for the tank to go in. Alright,
Sorry,
Charger.
I'm really bad as a tank.
Charger, spawn up.
Rock.
Grab your spawn to go and help tank.
Alright, and we are back here. We saw another tank accidentally go AI here, but the tank managed to get in a lot of damage here. We can see that 2 of their pills are gone, and they have 2 bleeders here, and both Featheron and Zero Ox Shadows here have been taking a lot of damage there, so it was a great job of the Infected to try and turn that miss into a hit.
Yeah, they did get some decent chip onto the survivors, but no downs went out, which is unfortunate.
Oh, the Infected just continue with a really good set of attacks here. They'll be able to wipe them on the, I want to say the event, or either in the, what do you call that, the abandoned house in the woods, as Zoe likes to say it.
Looks like the Infected are setting up to try and charge one off into the open area, so they have to run back and do that again. The survivors are moving out, and here comes the Hunter. Going around, getting skeeted. The Charger comes in from the back, gets a charge cleared right away, and the Spitter is late, gonna spit on the Zoe.
Great
And the
jockey.
jockey gets up there on the Bill, and that's a lot of damage.
This is definitely what we needed to see from the Infected there. That charge was just cleared really, really well, but the survivors there, but that Spit and Jockey working together is definitely what they needed. Spitter seems to have saved herself. I'm not sure if I agree with that. They're going to be getting a 2-2 for this next hit here, and we're going to be seeing a Witch at 84%, so that Witch is going to be, I think, unavoidable by the ambulance, if I'm correct.
Yeah, and that Spitter is chipped as well.
Smoker
But
is
here comes
spawned
the
here.
next attempt. Does get a pull on the Zoe, but it's cleared pretty fast. And Hunter is spawned up, but it looks like the rest of the Infected are going to be taking their time.
No, they really need to get rid of this hit here. I mean, they still have this 2-2. They got to get rid of one of those supports there. And Boomer comes out. Boomer doesn't get popped from a shotgun shot there. That's really peculiar.
The Hunter does land for a little bit of damage, a little bit of spit damage as well. But as you said, they should have sacked that hit much earlier for some better special Infected.
It looks like Spitter's going to be saving again here. They should get a 3-1 with this next hit here, but you don't want to be saving Spitter, risking a 2-2 here, but looks like Spitter will be respawning here. They're making their way through the abandoned house in the woods here, and they're going to be getting to the ambulance, and there should be a Witch up, and Witch is now up on... Oh, she's in the middle of the graves. That is avoidable if you block spawns and just tippy-toe around here, but the Infected are probably going to do a great job here with keeping them from doing so.
Goes the jockey on the Witch, trying to get her to aggro a little bit, but the survivors are staying back. they're definitely going to take their time with this attack here. And it is aggroed, I think, on the Lewis, and he misses the draw crown. And here comes the special infected. Hunter landing, Jockey getting a little bit of damage, but Spit misses, and they're going to be able to pick him up and go ahead and move to the event.
Alrighty, so we see the 4 survivors here. They have no pills here, and for them, I mean, all 4 of them are all really slow here with 3 bleeders here, so they just need to make it in here and try their best to haul out in this event here. But the infected, they need to get in as much damage as possible, get those downs, get all those bleeders, and see if they can try and get a wipe here so they can come in there next time here, get the distance, and possibly get bonus here. Great job by that Charger, but can the rest of the SI come in here? We see the Smoker and Jockey hesitating. Smoker going in now, does get cleared by shove. Jockey on the Lewis here. Spitter is out of position here. It looks like she will not be able to get up there in time.
The Spitter's still alive, going for marathon lifetime. Finally does get killed, though.
Smoker is sitting at 143 health. Not a good idea to be saving Chip Desai here, but if you can manage to get it down here. But looks like he's trying to go in alone here. You don't want to go in alone, especially when you're going to be having your SI come up here soon. But looks like he does go and he does die, and the next set of SI are now coming up here with Charger, Boomer, and should be a Jockey in the hands of Dahlia here.
Red Jars, Jockey, Charger, Boomer, and 10 more seconds for the last one. But we do have Lewis at 1 HP. It's going to be very tough for them to survive this event.
Zoe sitting at, I want to say 5 health there, so sitting at 5 health. I mean, all 3 of them are all punchable by a Charger here. 1 punchable. Oh, and here comes the Spit!
And that's going to be the down on the 2. Wow,
oh, wow!
That's a recap by the Spit alone. And here comes the Charger going in to get the last one, and he does land. And that's going to be a wipe right there.
That was a magnificent Spit there. I think the survivors, 2 of the survivors just acted on point with that, but they still weren't able to get out in time.
Yeah, that instant Spit damage, doing what it needed to do, and that was a great Spit.
So this is definitely what the infected team needed. So now what they need to do is kill off this tank here, and then they need to make it to the safe room with a little bit of bonus. I mean, just a little bit of bonus. Ideally, make it into the safe room with 100 bonus is plausible, and that's like with everyone completely beat up and such. So anything more than that would be definitely great for them.
Yeah, plus the holdout bonus if they survive the event, and it can still be a very close game if they survive this tank.
So we're waiting on 4 people to ready up here. Again, tank at 28%, and first hit consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter here. Potential for a lot of damage here. See how the infected set up this attack here. Looks like 3 of them are going to be coming from the rooftop. Jockey is going to be repositioning behind the train cart here. Waiting on 3 people to ready up. And looks like they're going to be just rocket spawning off of there. Maybe Spitter's going to stay on top there and just try and get a spit best she can instead of rocketing off there.
Yeah, still 1 ready up. And we are going live.
SI, or not the SI, but the survivors are still clearing out the common infected outside here. SI are just taking their time here, and Hunter is now pre-spawned. Jockey is now spawned behind the train car. Jockey is leading in here with some B-hops, and here comes a great double cap. Here comes a Spit, almost a tri-cap in the Spit here. Hunter gets caught up on the charged player and does repounce onto Bill there in the Death Spit. I mean, that was a great hit by the infected there, just so it was really well coordinated, and that pounce back into the Death Spit.
Yeah, a very well coordinated attack by the infected, and the survivors just weren't able to clear anything fast enough.
Francis, check your fire.
Alrighty, and tank is in the hands of Zero Ox Shadow here. So we're going to quickly go over to the infected war room and see how they use this card to their advantage.
Alright, let's send it over.
Higher, higher, higher.
I'm gonna try a DP.
Let's go for a rock. We're gonna go in, you can get a
Punch
rock.
really high.
Oh, you're getting a
Go
car?
for it.
Dude, he's like all by himself, man.
Oh.
Try and kill him.
Just
Yeah,
go when you can.
hit him with the car, hit him with the car.
We go senpai.
Oh, I'm bad.
They're 22.
That's one.
There you go. There, bring it over there now. Wow, what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know.
Look at this charger, man.
I just get 3 punches. I'll take it. Get a second kill. Come on. You missed it.
Try
One.
heroes with that card, dude.
They might be. If they're smart, they're running.
Oh,
If they're smart.
They're gonna keep running around the trolley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just wait for a spawn. We can help you with it. You're getting him out. You're getting him out.
jump on top of it too. And throw it behind you.
Get the car on him.
Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Oh! Francis, man, that was a bit of bullshit. He didn't even see that coming.
You can just punch Zoe down. Come on.
Oh,
Oh, car, dude.
look at those cards, man.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw Travis was actually really far away from his teammate there, and the tank just with his car saw the opportunity, took him down, and got the kill. And after that, I mean, the survivors just did not push that tank there. They did like, I want to say 900 chip, when it should have been at least 2k chip on a tank that's focusing on getting the kill.
Yeah, there was a lot of initial separation, and the tank really capitalized on it, and the survivors just kind of gave up. Looks like they were just like, okay, he's dead, and then they just let the tank just have free reign with that car.
And here's the thing with getting the kill. Let's say, for example, somebody was unfortunate enough to get cornered and hit down by a hittable there by the tank. If he is going for the kill, you want to get in as much chip as possible. He's going to get that kill. You're not going to stop him, but you also at the same time need to make sure he gets enough chip so that when he comes after you, he might not be able to kill you in time with that car if he does manage to land it.
Yeah, exactly, and that tank was very focused on the car, really giving the survivors an opportunity for chip. But they didn't take advantage of it, and the tank had a good wipe, got some great car hits.
So this first hit going to be consisting of I'm trying to zoom out here, looks like it's going to be a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer here. A very early tank, a 12% tank. I don't think I've ever seen a tank this early here, so there's a lot of early tanks, a lot of potential for a comeback here. If the Infected can just wipe with this tank and then come back with this tank, they can easily make safe room with at least 200 bonus here.
Yeah, this is more than likely almost instant spawn for the tank, and if the survivors aren't careful, if they eat this first attack, then it could be very dangerous for them.
I see a possible death charge here. Survivors are rushing out. They're not going to give them an opportunity to reset this up, and Smoker tries to get the pull. Charge is coming in here. Tank is up in the hands of GG. Looks like Tank is going to be rolling in with this dumpster here, and Boomer's really out of position with Jockey going in there just a sec. Looks like Tank's going to try and keep them in there with that dumpster. I'm not sure about that, but anyways, I think
Looks like
we
he's going
should...
back for some more hittables. Maybe just getting on the roof for some sight.
Possibly.
I'm not sure if letting the survivors come out was the right call there. That can be a pretty dangerous spot to take the tank, especially if you get a hittable in there.
Oh no, that's a great spot. All he has to work with are the dumpsters. So let's quickly go over to, I want to say, a Survivor War and see how they deal with this single dumpster hittable here.
Alright, let's do it.
Fronts. You should be really close to them and hugging them.
Yeah.
This tree.
Yeah, they'll eat the hittable for you.
If I'm doing something wrong, just tell me. Like
You didn't
seriously.
get a dumpster.
Trash
wanna
can
learn.
coming.
Second dumpster.
Oh, got it.
He's gonna commit with the hittables.
No, he's like scared
Don't
of
get
me
hit by
because
that
I'm
dumpster,
chipping
Zero.
him away.
Yeah.
He like, won't get from that tree.
Zoe,
Zoe,
you
Zoe,
should
you're
back
getting
up.
open.
Zoe,
If you
should
get
back
down,
up.
Zoe, man,
Yeah, if you get down, then
I'll kick
that's a
your
kill.
ass, man.
Smoke
He's
her up.
coming.
Jockey. Yeah, dude,
He's
he's
in.
like jockey
Hitting
the bait.
hittables. Rotate around.
Crap.
Oh, I should kick your ass.
Charger's really chipped.
Oh my god, these SIs.
Smoked, please, 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 please.
Watch the dumpster.
Oh, I didn't notice that one.
That's the one he hit before. Tank, down.
There he goes.
You surprised me.
Alright, and we are back there. We just saw the tank actually do a really good job pushing Zoe into the dumpster there. Zoe needs to keep, I mean, just if you're going to be pushing to that, you're either going to be doing it intentionally because you know you have nowhere to go, or it's because you weren't paying attention there. And I want to chalk it up to not paying attention there, so Zoe needs to be aware of her surroundings there. She shouldn't have gotten down by the dumpster, but it was a great job there by Griffin.
Yeah, I agree. I think Zoe was just unaware that there was a hittable there. And, but fortunately for the survivors, it was the only down they took, and they were able to kill that tank off before he could do much more damage.
You see that they're missing quite a bit of health here, just with those 3 SI coming in during the commit there. They had trouble really pitting anything down, but, I mean, just the Infected manages to still do a lot of chunk of damage there. Just going to keep up with some really good attacks here. Jockey's going to be leading in from very far away, gets dead stopped, gets killed, and Charger accidentally charges into the fire hydrant?
Yeah, doing a little chest bump with the fire hydrant there, and he is going to get killed off by Lewis. But we do have a boom on the Zoe for a little bit of slowdown, and the smoker is still up on the bus. Probably just going to respawn.
Probably a really good idea, yeah, to respawn here. Not risk getting a 2-2 here, but looks like he's going to be repositioning up front here. Really should be despawning before Lewis gets any chip on him. Survivors making their run through here. Zero Ox Shadow about to be slow here momentarily, but they do have 3 sets of pills. They're making their way through this here with 900 bonus, and they're going to be coming up on the 3rd choke point here, consisting of a, I want to say, is that a 3-1? Yeah, 3-1 with Smoker, Jockey, and Hunter?
That's right. Boomer, Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, and the survivors do have good health here. And hopefully we'll see a map completion. But first, we'll have to take this hit with the Hunter spawned up behind the truck. Boomer coming in from up top does get popped. That's a good pop for the survivors. Jockey coming in, trying to land on Zoe, but he gets dead stopped. Hunter coming in from the back does land momentarily, gets cleared. Smoker also getting cleared. And good clear from the survivors, and they're going to be able to push up to this event.
Zero Ox Shadow's really holding on to those pills. Probably not a good idea. It doesn't really matter. I mean, you're bleeding and you're going to keep bleeding. You just might as well take the pills, go faster, and get in the next choke point with your team. Don't end up slowing them down here. Finally does take the set of pills here, but they managed to find another set of pills here at the event. Zoe quickly starting up the event here. Forklift slowly going down. Next attack consisting of a 2-2 with Charger and Jockey. So we're going to be seeing what the SI can set up here. Charger is trying to set up here, but looks like he's really far out of position here, and survivors will be taking this choke point uncontested.
Looks like the SI weren't able to set up in time for that first hit, and they are going to be pushed back, and looks like they're setting up behind this bus. The Charger does spawn, and here comes the Boomer as well. He does get a single boom onto Zoe, but here comes the Charger. Lands onto Zoe as well, but getting cleared immediately.
I think the Infected completely forgot about the Witch here. The Witch is in an unavoidable, hoarded spot here with this this alleyway here, and the draw crown does go out by Francis. Here comes the draw. She bounces off of Francis, a second attempt, but does not get it here. Jockey comes in for some damage. Great job by the Jockey there, and almost a death onto Francis.
And both teams really struggling with how to take these Witches here. But that down was on the health points, I believe, and that's a big hit.
And Zoe almost going down there. Another idea, or another reason there to, you know, just take your pills if you are already bleeding. If she had went down there, that would have slowed down their team, and they would have had to dealt with an extra attack in the end of this horde. Spitter is now pre-spawned here with Smoker and Charger ready to go here. Charger going to be charging down the alley here, but it looks like he loses his spawn. Spitter's now out of position. Charger going in alone here. Gets a double charge with Bill stumbling here. Great pull onto Francis. And Spitter coming in late here, tries to go for a miracle spit, gets a good spit and gets a down onto Zoe with some separation, and Francis is completely alone for this Jockey to take right now, and he does get jockeyed in the basement.
That's a great job by the Jockey, really taking advantage of that separation. And Zoe is going to be black and white, but it looks like they're just going to run for it. They're just going to try and get the 2 to the safe room and just take what they can get.
Lewis and Bill just trying to make their way here. and they don't want to deal with any of the common infected that are really just on the survivor down below, otherwise they'll respawn up ahead. But it looks like they do have hunters jumping at them here, and they're going to be having a charger spawning up here in a sec. Bill trying to get in, he does get pounced. All the common infected are here. Here comes a charger, charges Feather Raw into the room, and that will be a down onto Lewis here. And Bill needs to just make sure he does not get down by the common infected. Pick up Lewis and then survive with at least 2 survivors in there.
Yeah, the hunter finally landing at the last second, and then allowed the charger to get in there and do some more damage. And they have no permanent health left, and this is not going to be a... I'm not sure if rushing was worth it, because if they were able to get those 2 survivors up, and it was potentially for a lot more points.
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. With Francis being down in the basement, I would not risk going down there with this endless horde and a charger spit possible, just being possible down there. Yeah, definitely I wouldn't go into the basement.
Yeah, they probably would have gotten wiped.
Alright, so the thing to note here is even though these scores are pretty, big in difference here, they just need to survive this tank, make it to the safe room with at least 400, 500 bonus, and since this is Left2Learn, the finale will be done here. So if they make it with at least 400, 500 bonus, they can easily make the comeback on the finale. If they wipe them with the first tank.
Yeah, the survivor's really going to have to play well here if they want to make a comeback.
And waiting on 5 people already up here. Again, first attack consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer here. Possible with this Smoker and Charger. Try and get a death charge. Looks like the jockey's jumping in place to show them where to set up for the death charge with the Smoker here. And Smoker running back up to the rooftop while Jockey is still jumping in place.
This is a pretty difficult death charge to get. Survivors really have to make a misplay in order to allow the infected to get it.
So we're waiting on Dark Kid to ready up here. Oh, wait, what's going on? Oh, okay.
Looks like we're going live now. The countdown was canceled earlier, but we are live now. And looks like all these special infected will be spawning on the roof. And here they all come, and they are all spawned up.
They're going for that death charge. We can see the Smoker, we can see the Charger. See, here's the thing, is that Bill can easily pop out and shift that Charger while coming back in without being risked.
Boomer does rocket in and gets a little 2-boom, and the survivors are probably just going to wait out this horde to move out.
SR definitely just taking their time here. They know they have the perfect kit here, and if they wait out long enough, which they'll have 2 seconds here, Dark Kid will have a spitter, so more potential on this attack. And mind you, as soon as the survivors drop, the tank will be in the hands of the infected.
Yeah, always dangerous when you have a Charger spitter, and if they get that down right here, or the death charge, then that'll be extremely difficult for the survivors to make a comeback.
And now the spitter just spit delaying up ahead here. They're trying their best to try and chip the Charger, but you cannot shoot through this wall here. Actually, no, you can. They just chipped that Charger.
Yeah, he's taking a decent amount of chip, actually, and he's almost dead.
Oh, and the Charger goes down! Now the survivors need to get out there. They need to get out, but it looks like they're getting Jockey back up there and spit. Bill needs to be cleared, and looks like he will be ridden all the way down to half health before somebody clears him. Tank could have easily committed there, and he's got a double down, but looks like he's going in now a bit later, and he has to get out right now. Let's quickly go over to that survivor worm.
Alright, let's take it over.
Get down, please.
Pop down, don't jump. Just drop. Get to the spot. Watch the hittables. Watch that. Alright, stay between you and the hittable, remember. You want to try to pick him back up now. Or not. No. Scratch
Okay,
that.
okay.
Help.
I'm in trouble! Help me!
This guy.
Watch yourself. You got so lucky there.
Fuck.
Melee the shit out of him. Shoot him, shoot the tank, shoot the tank.
I'm shooting. My last effort.
Alright, we are back here. We just saw Monochromes going to town on that tank there with the machete, and they managed to kill that tank there with 2 of them left and 2 extra set of pills on the floor here.
Yeah, Zoe was able to get a lot of chops in with that machete and really do a lot of damage. But I think it was Bill or Francis who ate that initial dumpster, and it just looked like a complete lack of awareness. He just ran right into it.
Alright, and it looks like there is 1 extra set of pills on the Bill there. They're going to be avoiding those pills. Looks like Black Dahili is going to be running forward here with all those pills, so she's going to be really slow, and Zoe's just going to be rushing forward with that shotgun. Next attack consisting of a charger and spitter. Ideally, the SI should just wait for a full hit here rather than trying to go in solo. The chances of landing with the full hit are much more than just solo, but it looks like we do get a 2-2 here. Chargers goes in, Charger misses, Boomer spawned up, gets, oh wow, Zoe almost got the tongue cut unintentionally there. She swung a little bit later. And Lewis needs to get this clear here. Zoe might go down from that spit.
Zoe's very low well, and that is the wipe. And it is going to be extremely... Are we playing finale?
Normally we do, but sometimes if the teams are really disorganized here, sometimes it is skipped over.
Oh, okay. Well, if we do, there's a very big lead, and that's going to be really difficult for them to come back from that.
I mean, the only way they can come back is wipe them with the early tank and make it to safe room with near perfect health bonus.
Exactly.
So we're on the finale here of Death Toll here, and the infected really need to get this early wipe with this tank.
Ready for this?
With 67% though, I'm not sure how late that tank will spawn.
I think we got a chance. What do you say? Ready?
Alright, waiting on Xerox, and we are good to go here, so we're going live here into the finale Death Toll. First attack consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Spitter. Oh, wow, wait, I thought it was live.
No, I think they canceled it at the last second, like the last round.
They're trolling the casters now.
They are just trolling us.
Alright, while we're waiting on Travis and Monochromes here, while Bill spams ready.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are only 2 of these cars that are hittable. One in this first open area, off to the left side, by the fence. I think that's car's hittable. And one, if you move forward, by that little shack, another one of those other little cars.
Yes, you are correct. The compound cars there, compound vans, are not hittable, and we just missed the first attack. Apologies about that. Jockey did go in, get cleared very quickly. Great spit charge, and Hunter actually pounces into somebody in the spit there, probably saving them a bit of health by doing that, honestly. But still, nonetheless, it was a great attack there by the infected. We can see their health. They definitely got in the chip that they needed.
Yeah, pouncing onto a previously charged survivor, it does give him god frames, and we do see the witch getting killed here. Which is great. Finally a witch not getting failed on.
Yes, witches are incredibly dangerous. They're very random and sporadic, but they are very important. You need to have someone on your team that is confident with taking them in almost every single scenario, because if you do not, that scenario will come up, and that could be the map that you lose because you wipe on that witch.
This way.
And the tank is spawning up in the hands of Travis, and looks like the survivors are going to be running back to the initial open area.
Alrighty, so let's head over to that infected war room here, and let's see how the infected deal with this tank.
Let's see it.
Kill the spitter.
Kill that sorry.
Dolly. Dolly.
Heard that
Yeah.
a little late.
In Pro Mod, spitter doesn't spawn during tank, so you want to kill the spitter so you can get a bunch of boomers and not
Okay.
two. That's the reason for it. So I would get up on top and rock. I wouldn't get on bottom because, like, on top you can get some sight. So there's a ladder to your left. Yep. Get up that ladder and just peek at him. Just peek. No. That's more than peeking. There's a car to your far right. I would go and run and get it. On their side.
Alright.
Right there. See that car?
The Humvee?
Get no. That one right
that
there.
car.
Yeah, there you go. Get that car in. Guys, go ahead and go in now. Go in for attack.
Okay.
It's stuck.
Fuck, I can't get a spawn.
Don't concentrate too much on car. I told you to go in a little too early, so.
Aw.
Alright, and we are back here, and we're seeing Zoe is getting jockeyed here in the corner here. A lot of damage going on to Zoe. Great job with that jockey there. The tank tried to come in with the car, and I feel like he didn't focus it well enough.
Yeah, he had one hit with the car. It was a very close call with two of the survivors, but yeah, it was really unfortunate for that tank. He wasn't able to get much damage out at all.
Now, with that tank there, the tank was at about, I want to say 4K when his SI were cleared. Normally, I would say either continue with the car, but I don't know. He should have either hit behind the car or he should have gotten out. That should have been an easy second commit with that tank there with SI if they waited out long enough.
Yeah, with 4K health, I think he should have gotten out. And we're going to see a DP onto Bill, 23 damage. And the Smoker going out on the Lewis, and Charger getting some separation as well with the Spit going down. And that's going to be a lot of damage, and a down onto Bill.
Help me! Don't worry. We all go down sometime. Let me get
In fact, getting in as much damage as possible there. They need to try and get them all bleeding for this final tank here. There's only going to be one more tank. There's not two more tanks, so one more tank here. And they're going to have to start up this radio here, so there's a possibility for a death charge, another charge spit. Just a whole lot of shenanigans inside that, what do you call this, a port house?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
I'm pretty sure that's not even a word here, but we'll go with it. And good boomer coming out here by Monochrome here. Good double boom. Smoker is now spawned up. Looking for a window to try and pull someone out, but it looks like he will set up for Francis here. Hunter is spawned. Does pounce on the Bill here, or Lewis here, and Bill does get the clear.
The other survivors look like they're unaware that he's pulled, and Lewis finally does make his way over there to get him clear. But not before. That's a lot of damage. Unnecessary damage that the survivors took there.
Survivors now, 3 of them bleeding, 2 sets of pills with 1 set of backup pills left here, which should be picked up by Bill here, leaving no extra pills. Actually,
I think
wait.
there's one extra set right there, and it does get picked up by Francis.
Oh, and it's thrown off the pier!
Oh, and that Charger barely missing Zoe. Almost had the death charge there.
As you can see here, pills accidentally fell over here, and I don't think they realize this, so they're missing 1 set of pills here. Great charge. Smoker a bit out of position here, trying their best to try and pull someone down, but in all honesty, they really need to attack with their team here. If they get a pull right now, more than likely, it'll get cleared, the Smoker will get cleared, and then their spawn will be out of sync completely.
We do have 3 special infected up, with the last one up in just a few seconds. We will have a Smoker, Hunter, Spitter, and a Jockey.
The survivors here all bleeding, one set of pills. Here comes the attack. It looks like they're getting ready to go. Hunter is now pre-spawned on the roof, making no noise here. Spitter is in position here for this spit. Smoker not really able to get into a good spot here, and Jockey really is probably going to have to lead in here, but looks like the Smoker is going to try and lead with a distraction. Hunter is just pouncing around here. Great double cap. Spitter is not able to pre-spawn here, though.
Whoa, don't shoot, it's me!
And Spitter missing an opportunity for a lot of damage, but the smoke does go out and gets a pull. Spitter trying to do some damage. Yeah, I don't think he was able to get his spit off. So good shutdown by the survivors on that Spitter. That could have been a lot of damage and probably a down.
Fun fact, shoving a Spitter, regardless of whether they're spitting or not, causes them to lose their spit.
That's interesting.
Alrighty, so tank is up in the hands of Monochromes here, so this is definitely what the infected needed here. They needed them all bleeding, and now they just need to finish them off here to try and reduce the amount of points that they get. So let's quickly go over to that infected war room, shall we?
Sounds good. Go ahead and take it over.
Great job.
Sorry, I got impatient on that.
Good capitalization. You're good. Boom the down. Or hunt the one.
Aw, crap.
Get your ass up, let's go! We just might make it out of here after all!
Alright, tank, let him bleed. Keep sight, let him bleed.
Ow!
You're in a bad spot now. Gotta find your way up top. Alright.
It's so fun!
Rock that thing, rock that thing. Nice.
Nice.
Great boom.
Oh, no, that was not good because I got that Smoker vulnerable. Wait, my body didn't explode.
Go ahead and finish him off.
Oh, I keep forgetting about things.
Okay, I hadn't screenshot that. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, it's on this.
That's a rock. That rock.
Didn't be
I was hoping it would hit. Alright.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw an excellent tank there by Monochrome here.
Yeah, there's no surprise with that wipe there. With survivors, that little health and all of them bleeding, it was a fairly easy tank to play. And honestly, he could have just sat back and let his special infected finish it off, but he does get the wipe. And now it's in the other team's hands, and they're going to have to play spectacularly well if they want to take this game.
Alright, well, the distance you can get on this map is 800 with a health bonus of 1400. Actually, no, the distance is set to 700. It's a custom map distance. Sorry about that. So you can get 2,000 points from this. So they literally not, they can't drop more than 400 bonus, pretty much. So they need to make it with 1,000 health bonus, to put it simple.
Yeah, that's going to be extremely tough, especially with two tanks on this map.
Well, it is doable if you put on your tryhard pants here and you work really, really well. So I think the survivors are going to have to pull out all the stops that they can here, shut down all the attacks as much as possible here.
Yeah, you're going to have to throw in their whole tryhard outfits, hats, and everything if they want to take this game. And just one more to ready up here.
So coordination is going to be key for the survivors here. They need to cover each other, and they need to deal with the SI. They need to shut them down without getting hit. And we are going to be going live here into the second round of the finale here. Lewis will be leading out, and he breaks his ghost. All the survivors are now out of the safe room here, with Jockey now pre-spawn behind the wall here. Francis dangerously peeking out here with no one really covering him nearby. Jockey goes in, grabs Francis, separation. Here comes Charger, here comes Spitter. Charger gets onto Lewis and pulls him into the spit there. And even a pounce into spit there. It seems like a team mimic there. And Lewis is going to be rushing for that crown here. Survivors are already down 180 bonus here, or 100 bonus, sorry about that. Great crown by Monochrome.
Yeah, good crown by Lewis, and Francis did a great job of getting a lot of chip onto that jockey through the wall for the initial hit. And the Infect actually made the same mistake. They pounced on the guy who was in the get-up animation from the Charger, and they gave him God Frames, which took away from some of the spit damage.
Next set consisting, oh, here comes the Charger and the Smoker right now. Charger misses, Smoker gets a good pull, but great clear by the Survivors. Charger missing his punches, gets one punch, Jockey gets onto Zoe there, and needs to be cleared quickly, and Spit being thrown out here. Survivors are now sitting at 1100 health, or health bonus here. They need to not lose the last 100 bonus here if they want to have a chance of making it.
Yeah, they essentially have to play perfect now, and the tank is up in the hands of Dark Kid, and the Survivor will be seeing the Survivors push back to the open area.
I hate small towns.
So let's quickly go over to an infected war room here, and oh, and here comes the Spit and Zoe running through it, and that will be a down, and I don't think they're going to have enough bonus to come back from that.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I think that's GG.
Let's go ahead and quickly go over to that infected war room, shall we?
Alright.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on.
There you go.
That Trump rock.
Oh, too low. Try again.
Better luck next time.
Too
I'm so
low
sorry, too low.
again.
I'm sorry.
Hard. Train harder. There you go. You tricked him.
I'm gonna die. Fuck me.
No, you're not.
Yeah. Look at this. They're so bad. I thought you were gonna die too, but then like this guy got jockeyed and then I think that was too high.
I got Zoe in the back.
Come over here, Bill. Come over here, Bill.
Go fist him up.
Oh my god.
We should just like train.
Show him some love.
Like we should just get like we play tank and just practice.
Alright, and we are back here. So that is the wipe there by the tank in the hands of Dark Kid there. Major separation on the Survivors end, and somebody actually running through Spit, quickly getting down there at the beginning there. I mean, there's just not that much the Survivors could really do there to try and come back from that tank.
Yeah, I think once Zoe went down, the Survivors knew that the game was over, so I think they just kind of pushed to have some fun with it.
Alrighty, so that is the end of Left to Learn, August 16, 2014. Thanks for coming, guys, and hope to see you guys again next weekend with some more Left to Learn. And thank you, Camo, for co-casting tonight's Left to Learn with me.
Yeah, thank you, Expo. I appreciate the opportunity, and I hope to do it again soon.
Alrighty, take care.
You too. See you later.